The city of Corpus Christi took a giant step toward landing another source of water. It received what's called a draft discharge permit for the Inner Harbor Seawater Desalination Facility, essentially giving the city a green light.
Yeah, it's the second of two permits needed before construction can begin on the desalination plant. Our Brian Burns joins us live in studio now to explain where we are in that process. Brian.
Well, Rudy, Leslie, the TCEQ granted the water rights permit for the Inner Harbor back in October of 2022. So this week's draft discharge permit means we're getting close to the start of construction. Can they give us...
I've been a part of this process since I've been on the council, which I'm in the start of my 6th year. So, and now that we're finally at this point where we're being able to move forward with a permit, actually it's a draft permit. So it needs to be published, and that way the public has any opportunity to make comments.
City Council member Roland Barrera says it's taken years for the city to be in a good place water-wise, no matter what drought conditions might be.
I think we're finally moving in a positive direction, so that way we can ensure that the public and the community has a uninterrupted source of water.
The city's water department says the first permit was for water rights. This permit will allow the city to discharge brine through a process called jet diffusion, depicted in this animation, which mixes the removed salts and brine with ocean water.
This is the mixing. This is the ability of using the environment of the Inner Harbor, our location, and having better mixing with the ambient water that is there, that we have an environmentally responsible project.
Esteban Ramos with Corpus Christi Water says this will go a long way to providing that dependable water source to 500,000 customers in the coastal bend.
After that public meeting, the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality would put the application, the permit, in front of their commissioners for final approval.
Ramos says once we get final TCEQ approval, construction is expected to begin as soon as 2026. The city began considering obtaining its own desal facility as much as a decade ago. Leslie?
All right, Brian, thank you for those updates tonight.